Is this on? Oh, no. Before I get started and tell you about RTMicrofluidics, I'm going to have to address the elephant in the room. While I go through my pitch, I'm going to ask you to please don't confuse me with Elizabeth Holmes from Theranos. I don't look like her, I don't talk like her, and unlike her, my science actually works. My time is counted, so I have to go quick. So, as a mother of four, the one thing I feared the most when my kids were younger was if one woke up with a fever and a sore throat. The only option I had to know if I can go to work the next day was to take them to the doctor for testing and diagnostics. Can anybody relate? Well, I know, because we're not alone. In fact, 125 million people are required to see a doctor for symptoms of bacterial infections when 99% of the time it's negative. That experience is invasive, often uncomfortable, and let's be honest, a complete waste of time. So our solution is an over-the-counter at-home test that is easy to use, not invasive, and will give you reliable negative results in less than 30 minutes. We've created a molecular platform that will achieve PCR quality results in the comfort of your own home and uses three very distinct features. The first one is the use of saliva. We all get it, easy to use. Then it's a process of DNA amplification, which essentially means I need to look for a very small amount of pathogen to find out the bacteria is there. If I don't find it, you don't have it. And finally is our detection method that is not only simple, but with high sensitivity and specificity. Imagine being able to test for any one of these when you need it. Okay, before you get any ideas, not all at once, we're doing one at a time, and we're starting with strep. In the US, there's approximately 50 million tests performed per year when the CDC only confirms 36,000 of them being positive. You do the math, it's not very high. And like I said before, our science works. With all of the lab work we've done with our independent lab, with our independent partner lab, we can assign 97% confidence level for both positive and negative results. We've created a proprietary formulation of both primers and bacteria that actually detects the bacteria in saliva. And if you've had breakfast, coffee, orange juice, or nothing at all, our formulation will be insensitive to the variability in your mouth. Now, for some of you who understand this, unlike needing to go to the doctor with 24 hours worth of symptoms to get testing at the doctor, our novel proprietary detection approach will require a very low bacterial count. Now, like I said before, the only way to get tested today for strep or for anything else for that matter is to go see the doctor. There are some other platform technologies in the space, but our solution checks off all the boxes for home use, ease of use, accuracy, but most importantly, affordability and accessibility to everybody. We are moving into exploding US opportunity. The home diagnostic market is expecting to grow to over $10 billion in the next few years. The strep testing market is currently valued today at $2.3 billion. Now, as our first indication, we plan on capturing 30% of that market and within 5 years of FDA approval for potential revenue opportunity of $350 million. Now, COVID has accelerated the disruption in this landscape. Think about insurance companies. They encourage home diagnostics. They don't have to pay for them. Consumers like us want to have more control over our health. And we were so happy to have COVID tests available at the pharmacies, and providers have already implemented virtual platforms to assess their consumers where consumers want to be assessed. This is us with seasoned scientists and over 50 years of biotech and device design experience. And along for the ride, a great team of advisors that are inventors, investors, and founders, who all in the biotech and healthcare space that have allowed us to move this venture forward. In the past year alone, along with validating our product market fit and proving our science, we've submitted 2 utility patents, retained a regular team, and most exciting for us, we are moving into our own bench in an incubator lab right here in Newton, Mass. Our next step is to transition from R&D to engineering and product development. And with additional funding, with your help, we will further device development, science, optimize the science, and actually sit down with the FDA. And I'm founder and CEO of RTMicrofluidics, and we will revolutionize home diagnostics by getting the stress out of tests.